thumbnail. Hey guys, welcome to the video. My name is Jesus Christopher Brecco. My name also, as I always say, Deferio Andre Clark, due to adoption. So if you want to, you can call me Rio Deferio. I don't stray away from it, but my name is Jesus Christopher Brecco. Welcome to the channel. Anyway, you guys, thank you guys for coming into the video. These are live recorded videos, so whenever you see this message, these are past, present, and future messages. Okay, so you guys, I'm going to talk really briefly about me pledging, just kind of give a little bit of update about just about my live stream and different things before I go into the message. This anchors off of the 2 videos that I just posted, 2 or 3 videos that I posted earlier this week, you guys. So thank you guys again for coming into the video. Like, share, subscribe to the channel, Jesus Christopher Brecco. You guys, so to just jump right into it. Oh, and if you would like to donate to the channel, I definitely appreciate it. Multiplication of loaves and fishes. Okay, so if you would like to donate to the channel, I definitely appreciate it. Anything that you give, I'm definitely super duper grateful. I'm gonna put my Cash App in the description bar down below. And so you guys, I want to talk really quickly about pledging. So I know I talk all the time about pledging Kappa Alpha Psi. It's just kind of like a conversation I just had with my spirit guides as a medium that I am, and you know, just kind of like rethinking things, going through the different timelines of how I pledged and where I am. So you guys know that I'm originally from Cancún, Quintana Roo, Mexico. That is also currently where I live, even though I'm here in the United States. Obviously, you can move to different states. You can have a place still over in your home country and come over to a different country, right? So, you guys, I am currently in the United States. I'm in Columbia, South Carolina, where I've recently just stayed. You guys can see that on my Deferio Art account, where I am playing flute, Westwind Overture for like this about 12, 13 years or so. But I came over to the United States, and one of the first states that I went to is Texas, from Quintana Roo. And pretty much I'm talking about, again, pledging, right? So I wanted to pledge Kappa Alpha Psi, you guys. And I know a lot of people, you know, have this thing about understanding pledging, about understanding, you know, what the intake is with, you know, just the process of being a part of a fraternity, right? So I wanted to be part of a fraternity, you guys, and I thought that Kappa Alpha Psi, and I knew, and I still know that Kappa Alpha Psi is the fraternity that's right for me. When I went through the process, see, the thing about this is that when I went through the process, and I've always been around noobs, so shout out to other noobs as well. I've dealt with a lot of hazing, not only before going into the pledging process, but I also went through hazing just throughout of it, because they're throughout the whole process in pretty much even like recent years. And it's just one of those things that happens when you're a part of an organization, right? But I had to understand, like, a lot of what I've gone through is because me coming from a Latino country, me coming from Mexico, and also, again, if, you know, and not in Texas, I've always been a very blunt person. Anything that I want to do, everything that I talk about, I've always gotten up off my behind. I've always gotten up off my behind to go do it, to go make sure that it is solidified, that it's done. Y'all make sure that you are wrapping yourself up in your blankets. For sure, it is cold. So, in Mexico, Kappa Alpha Psi is also covered under the Southwestern Province, right? Province. I believe I said that right. Province. Southwestern Province. And I am constantly doing research. I'm constantly, again, over in Mexico. I do urgent care. I do construction. Pretty much, I still have my everyday life, obviously, over in my home country. And obviously, you can travel, right? So beware of manipulative energies, like people that want to, you know, ask you psychological questions, things that obviously just doesn't make sense. Everybody travels. Everybody goes to different places. For whatever odd reason, people, maybe this their own colorism, their own racism, that is what has proven a lot of my cases with different situations, because of them understanding the travel experiences, understanding that people like myself are originally from Mexico and are all over the world. You know, nosotros hablando en español, en caminando en otro lengua, claro. And so these are people that, you know, with the use of understanding the internet and what we see on the internet, how people talk in the comments, how people say different things, you get what I mean, that wanted to take me away from pledging. So I'm over in Mexico, you guys, and I'm doing a ton of research, and I said again that I want to pledge an organization. I know that videos that I've had before has definitely been surfaced. It's definitely been around. I've been around some other important individuals as well. And so I get over to the University of Texas in Austin. From what I can remember, you know, is the process of college, right? It goes super duper quickly. Like if you're doing college now, you're doing 6 months program, right? But I go through the process, and I'm also getting calls about, again, you know, me pledging. Even here in the United States, I've been around chapters like Gamma chapter. I believe that's with Claflin University, the school that I just left. You have South Carolina State, that's right next door, and here in Columbia, South Carolina, those universities are in Orangeburg. And here in Columbia, South Carolina, you have the University of South Carolina. You also have Benedict College, and you have Allen University, where I could have pledged as well. I do not, for whatever reason that it may be, I do not feel a need to false claim to be a part of an organization, and I do not feel a need to false claim about any experiences that I've had with other members of the fraternity, those that have brought me in. I feel like this: if I'm going through and I'm already talking about becoming a part of the organization, and I'm doing all the humanitarian, socializing, you know, social logistics works that I'm doing, right? And I'm around members that have intaked me into this process, like I've gone through the process in that way, then obviously I'm going to keep my GPA up. I set aside the monies to become a part of Loaded Delta, the chapter in University of Texas in Austin. And I continue to talk about it because, again, it's you can sue these organizations. I just don't feel a need to lie about it. So I wanted to become a part of the organization because I felt like for myself it would be a good opportunity to, you know, mind over matter, talk to people that may have, need counseling, which is one of my studies. Pretty much what you can see right now. I've also gone into teaching. From the time I've been a small individual, I've always been around Kappas, and I've always been of a student teacher. You see what I'm saying? So I've actually went into teaching. I've actually went into grossing a salary. And so because I've met people that are from a different country, you know, and it's pretty much every single day. So everybody that I've met previous years before, I meet all now, obviously common sense, right? It's no such thing with the internet being as wide, as vivid as it is, that we have never crossed each other's path. And it's no such thing even about not understanding of where a person comes from, because there's so many different magnitudes to utilize in understanding where a person comes from. So I say that to say that, you guys, I did pledge a fraternity. Again, it's, you know, if you can't find my records, if you cannot find what I have, I'm going to definitely be going more into legally about that, because I definitely have gone through the process years ago and understood what I was reading, understood exactly my colors, had the jackets in front of me as sure as pictures I could take and all of those things. But because of me, you have to look at, when you become a part of these organizations, how people already look at you. You have to look at, you know, the things that you talk about. You have to look at how much you are giving to the community. You see what I'm saying? And what your own personality is. I can see my personality. I can see myself from another person's standpoint. And so I've always, in this of humanitarian work, of social logistics, been able to talk to people. Doing community service has never been a problem. And one of the situations I'm dealing with here right now in the United States, to more so target even into South Carolina, is stolen monies, stolen properties, different things of that sort that should have been given back to me. You guys, I do drive here in the United States. I keep my cooker on me. So anything that I've gone through, you guys, I obviously got some common sense to, you know, make sure that I'm eating pretty well. And I've also been pretty abundant as well to keep myself going the way that I need to. So these are people, like, again, that because of me having a social status, They walk, around me. They constantly do different picky things. You get what I'm saying? The realm of details with a lot of stuff. And I'm a very straightforward person. Anything that I wanted to do, I'm right up to par with another person. And also, with me coming from Mexico, I am protected, and as well as the fraternity under Southwestern province. So it's just always good to know exactly what you are talking about, right? So shout out to all my noobs. I am a part of Kappa Alpha Psi. I don't want to have to get into it with anybody at all about pledging the organization when I've been around so many noobs, and I've also, again, going through this intake process. As sure as anything that I can show about it, in there. I pledged Kappa Alpha Psi, and I also, again, took out the monies to become a part of it, made sure that my papers are in, the whole process, anything that I could go through. And we also know how things go as far as pledging, right? So I want to say that to say, if you have pledged an organization, always communicate about what it is that you have done. Communicate about your experiences. Don't be afraid to, again, stand out from the crowd, and always know your truth about what it is that you are doing and how you have done it, right? Because there's so many people that want your spot. There's so many people that want to do what you are doing. But as sure as, again, Loda Delta, Gamma Nu at Claflin University, any of these chapters I have pledged, I've actually put my money aside to pledge years ago, and have gone through the intake process in so many different ways. So many different ways. A lot of the men, I want to also say this, a lot of the men that have been around me, these are guys that have sexual tendencies. These are guys that's in the LGBT community. These are guys that are DL. These are guys that, again, they want to pull you in this type of way and try and take you out in this way. And I was just not for that. You get what I'm saying? So always communicate about what's going on. Things will work out. Seeds will be sown for you, right? I say that to say communication is always key. And so to go back into Mexico, you guys, again, I'm originally from Cancún, Mexico. I do carpeting, I do urgent care, I do counseling. I've also played basketball. I've done different tarot card readings over there, and I came over not only because of college and for the pledging process, but I also came over to promote music, as I am a musician as well. So these are accounts, these are different things that I'm going back to, and throughout the years, even though I've had some ups and downs, I've been in very abusive relationships. Different family members that are very abusive, that have their, minions, and different people from the community that have done different things, right? Always speak out and vocalize about what it is that is going on with you, no matter how much your truth hurts, okay? So I want to say this to say that we have distractions and we have caution. This video is not going to be long, you guys. We have fast, speed, life force, spirit, animal, and guidance. There's a lot of people that are upset, collective, El Gata energy, because you have a certain energy about you. You have a certain charisma, a certain speed about you. You get things done for sure. You're definitely somebody that's high in honor, is what I'm hearing. We have affair and counselor. Yeah, these are people that wanted to have affairs with me, and I said, well, no, I'm not gonna have no affair with you. I'm not gonna do anything with you. You came over to my home country first before I met you, and even if I met you by this time, I pledged the organization. I can sue the organization. I pledged the organization. Period, point blank. Period, point blank. Okay? These are people that also sit around and may, have this sarcastic type of feel with you. This is because, again, they know that you get things done. They know that I get things done. They know that, again, the things that I talk about has always been very adamantly correct. I am here every single day. I'm constantly talking, and I've also just traveled as well. We have the King David lineage. Your lineage could be King David. But I'm here in collective that you get things done. You're definitely somebody that knows how to navigate, for sure. Being that you could be like myself, a nomadic individual. You know how to go to a place. Like if you live in South Carolina, you know how to go to New York and make it, right? You know how to pretty much move around and get things done. So I'm hearing somebody that's a traveler, for sure. Spirit is saying, give these people karma. These people are getting their karma. And we have distractions, we have caution and delays coming out again, right? So I know I need to write delays down, but we have distractions and we have caution. These are people that, again, see that you're manifesting. They see that you're, I don't ever say to myself, I fell off and now I'm coming back. No, I went through delays. I went through distractions. I've always kept myself pretty well. I've always ate very well. I've always, again, even if I've eaten out of a trash can, if I dumpster dive, and whatever it is, I'll be completely honest with anybody. I've always been with myself. I've still always ate. I still always sunk. I still knew how to make something work with something. Kept a cooker. Kept nice clothes on myself. And I'm not a bad looking boy at all. So all I need to do is do what? Shape my beard and get this booger out my nose. It is so cold, you guys. Make sure that you are bundling yourself up, okay? But again, good looking dude, good looking individual, right? So in no way, shape, or form am I about to let myself just go down in any way, in no way, shape, or form. Esto porque ustedes hablamos en español, caminando usted lingua, right? That people try and play mind tricks with you about certain things. But I'm hearing that you're somebody that's very articulate for sure. When people give you lemons, you know how to turn that into lemonade. You have a lot of wisdom. That's what Spirit is saying. So owls could be significant for you. Animal guides, like even spiders could be like a sign of confirmation. Like if you see a spider and you like, right, look at the spider, you can get confirmations from this. But I'm hearing that people wanted to put you in delays, different blockages. I know that back at the place that I just stayed, which is again on YouTube, I've had a lot of people that were constantly coming in who are affiliated with family members, that are affiliated with other individuals, where my paraphernalia, different things that I had will always be stolen. So I've constantly had to move in different things. And then, you know, otros and, you know, separado, otra in Mexico. Just different situations that have came about, right? Spirit is saying you are unique, you are clever. And it's not because you're unique and clever, because there are people that are like myself, obviously, that comes from these different places, that knows history. No, we did not, as black folks, just settle in the South, okay? But people that knows how to use the internet to, again, delay, distract, and get you to think about certain things in a negative way, because they don't want you to manifest. They want you to harp on the idea of, you know, history is lost. History is, you know, it's not true. This is this and that. Or white folks are over here. Black folks are over here. And that's not true. So, again, you guys, this video is not going to be long. We have 68, could be significant for somebody out there. And we have restitution, right? So, I think I'm going to end it off right there, you guys. Like the video, share, subscribe. My camera is going down. I need to charge my battery. Yep. I need to charge my battery, you guys. But like, share, subscribe to the video. I think you guys can pretty much get the messages from the other videos that I just posted. So if any of those resonate with you, like, share, subscribe to the channel. And I will see you guys in my next video, okay? If you would like to donate by monetary donations, I will list my Cash App down there. Multiplication of loaves and fishes, as I've been blessed with supplies and different things to keep me while I'm here in South Carolina. Again, know how to survive. I'm a survivor for sure. You are a survivor if you have gone through any of the situations that I've gone through. Again, and always, you know, pass the plate. See you in my next video.